some of these catering apps, such as Dlivrd, Dlivrd, Cartwheel, are they really as transparent as they appear to be versus DoorDash, which we all know had a lawsuit for stealing tips back in 2019? Well, we're going to compare the two and see what you guys think. So let's get right into it. Welcome back, everyone. I am Kim from Kim's Side Money Plans. At this point, I think I do a lot of the catering apps such as Dlivrd, Cartwheel, and I also do all the major food delivery apps as well. And I have 13,000 deliveries on DoorDash alone. It really made me think the other day as I was getting catering runs come in, are they truly transparent? Let's talk about DoorDash for just a little bit. They had that lawsuit back in 2019. The court solidified that they were stealing tips from drivers and they had to do a payout. Uber Eats, when you Google Uber Eats, I can't tell you how many lawsuits have been filed against them. Granted, I haven't seen any judgments on whether they actually had to pay out. I'm sure there's something out there, but there are lawsuits about them stealing tips as well. So when you think about some of these food delivery companies that we all talk about, and then come catering apps, which is like the new wave of food delivery, and they really appear to be the most transparent there really is out there. Are they really? So when I was looking at the three that I actually do, and let's break it down a little bit. So you have Cartwheel, which I do, and this is an order that I'm actually doing tomorrow. They just give you the payout, how many items you're actually picking up, and of course all the other information such as delivery instructions, addresses, so on and so forth. But how do I know how much is the base pay? How do I know how much the customer is tipping? How do I know that the tip is actually correct? I don't, right? I have to take it on face value. The good thing is with all these catering apps, I know ahead of time, usually a day ahead of time, how much I'm getting so I can work my way around it. Then it comes to also Dlivrd. Well, Dlivrd appears to be pretty transparent for the most part. I'm going to say for the most part because I'm going to make you think about this one. When you think about Dlivrd, they give you a base pay, they give you the tip amount. How many times, and this might not be for you Emerald drivers out there, because it seems like the higher the payout, the more dollars and cents that appear on their screen. But if it's a lower payout, $20, $30, $35, it's all even numbers. There's never cents attached to it. So when you think about a normal tip on a big order, especially a DoorDash order, they usually say $20.82, $22.59. It's usually based off a percentage. I know EasyCater sometimes doesn't do it. It goes off of a dollar amount. But it really makes you think, how transparent do you really know what the tip really is coming to the driver? I mean, it appears on the screen, but once again, you have to take the word that this is the exact amount and the exact tip that the customer is giving you. And then we're going to talk about Dlivrd. Dlivrd has two different types of deliveries. The one I'm going to talk about is the tip pool. I'm not even going to touch the Wegmans order because that's straight payout from Dlivrd. I'm going to talk about the tip pool that you get from EasyCater. Hence the word EasyCater. I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. I never understand tip pool. I'm going to be completely honest. A driver who delivers $200 worth of food versus a driver who does $800 worth of food and you get the same amount. Does that make sense to anybody? To me, that's the most non-transparent you can possibly be, because whatever the customer is giving the driver, they should be able to get the, I don't know. This could be a whole different subject for a whole different video altogether. But to me, that's the least transparent you can possibly be with a driver. You have a hope and a prayer that you might get a decent tip. You don't know until the day before payout. I hate that. So we're going to go back to all three of these apps use EasyCater, and including DoorDash. Well, DoorDash used to use EasyCater. Now they have a lot of merchant deliveries, but they used to use EasyCater. How transparent do we think EasyCater is? Do we really think that ezCater takes tips? I think we'd be naive to think that they don't. I'll be honest. I think we would be naive to think that any of these apps don't take tips. And even if it's the smallest amount, and we'll go back to Dlivrd, I said that they don't show the exact cents. What happens if they leave off the exact cents? Say it was 83 cents, 24 cents. You take that versus how many deliveries they do in a month, a week. How much more are they pocketing instead of giving it out to the drivers, even if it's cents? All these cents add up. So it really goes to show, and the reason why I was even doing this versus DoorDash, because I've been having a lot more success lately doing DoorDash catering runs than I have in a lot of these catering apps. And I am not an Emerald driver. I am not an Elite driver. I'm just your everyday delivery driver on these catering apps. So it just makes you question, how transparent are you? And I'm going to leave it up to you guys. How transparent do you think any of these catering apps are, including food delivery? I'll be honest, my trust in a lot of these companies aren't that big just based off of transparency alone. Do I make money from them? Yes. Do I enjoy doing them? Yes. Do I think catering is worth it? Absolutely, if the order is right. I'm not just taking any catering app that comes into my phone. You have to think smart and not work harder. But anyway, guys, that is my question to you guys. Do you think any of these apps are completely transparent? And do you think that the tips are actually correct that are coming into our phones? Let me know in the comments. While you're there, don't forget to subscribe to this video. Also, don't forget to give it a like, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Don't forget, kindness is always free. Bye, everyone.